Hello internet. So today here we are again solving another machine from TryHackMe.com, and this machine is very easy. The name of this machine is Pickle Rick, and it is really easy. Like it's very easy. So today we're gonna solve this machine. I have solved this machine quite a few times and it's very easy. So first of all, we'll just start with usual things. We'll start this machine and we will establish a connection, open VPN connection with the TryHackMe. So let's fire up a terminal, and my VPN connection file must be there in documents, right? So yeah, in the documents, let me just check it real quick. Yeah, there it is. So we can do sudo open vpn pratham.ovpn. It will ask for the password. Let's give it a password, and yeah, initialization sequence completed. That means the OpenVPN connection is established. Now in about 17 seconds it will give us the IP address. Let's just also do some usual things like creating the document and the directory for this machine. So we'll just start with the normal things, like go to the documents, and we'll make a directory here with the name pickle Rick. Yeah, that is it. Okay, so we'll move into this directory and we'll make a document. Yes, this. Let's start this document with a mouse pad. Yeah, we'll just put it right here, and let's just document some basic things like machine name. Machine name is Pickle Rick, and machine IP that is given to me is, let me just check it from the TryHackMe website. Yeah, this is the website. Okay, so we'll just copy it and paste it over here in our document, and yeah, we're good so far. So now let's look at this machine and read some instructions here that are given to us. This Rick and Morty theme challenge requires you to exploit a web server to find 3 ingredients that will help Rick make his potion to transform himself back into a human from a pickle. So this is just a story for the machine, a Rick and Morty theme challenge. Deploy the virtual machine that we already did. First ingredient Rick needs, second ingredient, and the third ingredient. So in this machine there must be 3 flags, and all these flags are like in form of 3 ingredients that we need to submit over here to solve this machine. Okay, so we'll start with some basic scanning, and we'll record that too in our document here. Okay, so I'll fire another terminal, move into the directory document, and Pickle Rick, yeah, in this directory, and we'll start let's just make another directory, right? Or should we just start the nmap scan like this, like here only? I guess we should start the nmap scan here only. So I have a command here, nmap t5 for the speed as usual, and we'll just check for the service versions and verbosity, and ON for the nmap, and this is the initial scan, so we'll just name it nmap initial, and the IP will be 10.10.19.12, right? So let's start a very basic scan. So it is already showing us that discovered open port 80 TCP, that is for HTTP, and discovered open port 22. So 22 is for SSH, I believe, or maybe FTP. I'm sorry, I can't remember. Yeah, it's for SSH, right? 22 is for SSH, and 80 is for HTTP. So we'll just record it here. I'll just copy this from here and name it nmap scan. Let me just put a hash over here. Nmap scan initial scan. This was the initial scan, so we'll just put an initial here and we'll paste this. Okay, so we'll also do a deep scan on it, just for the sake of like scanning and enumeration. So we'll just make a deep scan on it. We'll put an A for the aggressive scan, and we'll just give the port numbers that are open, so it would be very fast. Port number 22 and 80 is the are the ports that are open, and after that, what should I give? Like SC for the scripts, and SV for the version, obviously. Is there anything left? Nothing. I guess nothing is left. I should just save it in a file in like nmap deep. Nmap. Oh god. Yeah. Nmap deep. And after that, we just have to give it a IP 10.10.19.12, and we should also add an verbosity option or flag here. Apart from that, we just need that, right? We don't need anything else, so we'll just do another scan on it, and this is running. So yeah, we saw that an HTTP web server is running on this IP, so we'll just go and look for the web server. How does it look like? Okay, so we'll just copy this IP and search for it over here. So it shows me this web page that says, help Morty, listen Morty, I need your help, I've turned myself into a pickle again, and this time I changed back. I can't change back, sorry. I need to burp Morty, log on to my computer and find these 3 secret ingredients, and there's I have no idea what the password. Okay, so there is nothing here, and usually there's nothing here. Yeah, when we just look at the web page and the first web page comes in front of us, there are no flags there, so let's just don't look at it, and we'll just look at the source code for any clues. And I found one clue here. This comment here is saying, note to self, remember username is Rick rules. So this is something important, remember username. So I'll just copy it and paste it into our document. Deep scan results are still yet to like complete, so we'll just put here, what should I put, what should I say, like on web page source code comment found. Just to make it clear, guys, that I don't know how to do a proper documentation of any machine that I solve, and I tried to find like what is the standard way to document a machine or a box, but I couldn't find it on internet anywhere, or there were some solutions for the standard documentation, but I couldn't understand that too, so that's why I do this the documentation in this way. So it's just that I don't know how to do the proper documentation. If somebody knows how to do a proper documentation, and do let me know, and if I'm right in my documentation, also do let me know. So yeah, what was I doing? Yeah, right, I was pasting this comment here. note to self, username, Rick rules. Yep. After that, I want another. Let's look at that deep scan if it is completed or not. Right. Let's save it here, and this is the not this one. So okay. So we got a deep scan on our 22 port and our 80 port. It is showing me some things like SSH host key and 256 something. These are not really important right now, so we'll just copy it and paste it for the sake of documentation here. Yeah, this is the deep scan, and this is the initial scan. We'll just put some separators in between to like separate the document, or the like it doesn't get messy. After that, what do we want to do? Yeah, further enumeration. So commonly there are some files like robot.txt, so we should look for it. Actually, I should tell you, there are some common files like admin php, login php, and some files like that, like robots.txt. These are some common files that are present on any web server. Sometimes they are there and sometimes they are not there. So the thing is, for some basic enumeration, we can just look for it over here, robots.txt. And luckily this machine have this robots.txt, and it has something like this string, and I don't know what this string is, so I'll just copy it and put it in our document real quick. I'll just what should I say before it? Yeah, robots.txt contains this string. So this string could be anything. It says wubba so this string could be a password, this string could be a username. So we'll just look for it later what this is. So we found robots.txt, and we can also look for some basic pages like login.php or admin.php. I should look for admin.php if I can find anything. No, we don't have an admin.php. And do we have a login page? Login.php. Yes, we have a login page. This is portal login page. It asks for a username and a password, and we can look at its page source. It says nothing much. Yeah, it has nothing. So yeah, so this is pretty basic enumeration, but if like you don't know some common pages like admin, login, and robots.txt, we can also do this thing. We can use GoBuster tool. GoBuster tool is a very useful tool that brute forces and look for different directories in the web page. So it will work like that. Just put a GoBuster command with a dir that says directory, that it will look for directory. We'll say u for the username, then http. Okay, so http. After that we put this colon 10.10. What was the IP? Just let me look. Yeah, here it is, 19.12. And after that, what do we need? Just let me look. Yeah, we need a word list, right? So 19.12. After that, we need a word list that will be given with this w flag. Word lists are there in our I guess user /share word lists. Oh god, it must be like this word lists, not the account service. I need word lists. Yeah, right, word lists. And in word lists We have this derb directory and this derbuster. We can look for we need a common word list, so we'll look in the derb, dirb, derb, and in this you can see this common.txt list. Actually this list is a very short list, so we can like this gobuster command will execute really fast, so we'll get the results earlier. But if you need to like go deeper, so we can also go into this dirbuster directory, and here you can find these directories, directory list 1.0, directory list 2.3, medium text, small, lowercase, medium, lowercase, small. So these are pretty like elaborated lists in which you can find so many common directories, name of directories, and you can also use these files for your word list. I'm going to use the common one because that will serve the purpose of it, common.txt. And apart from that, we'll just give some threads to this, like 64 or something, and we want to just the flag this tag O will do to save the output in gobuster initial. That is pretty much everything, I believe. Yeah, nothing is left, so I'll just run it. Yeah, so look, there are about 4615 files. So there are some like index.html is accessible, robots.txt is accessible, assets 301, what this is, let's look for it. Okay, so we can look at this these assets, and bootstrapman.js css, sorry, it's a css file, it has nothing. Bootstrapman.js also, this will have nothing, it's basically like bootstrap files. Apart from that, fail.gif, this is a gif. jQuerymin, nothing will be here. picklerig.gif, nothing will be here. portal.jpg and Rick and Morty jpg, so there's nothing much over here. We can look for like embedded messages in these gif and jpgs, but it is a very easy machine, so they will not go for steganography in these machines. And so again we are stuck on this login php. Yeah, we couldn't find a login php here. You can see that like there's no login php page found in here. So what should we do in that case? So you can also run this command, like I'll just name it deep because I'm making a deep scanning. Either you can use that long list, or you can also do this. You can add another option here, that is x, and you can specify for php or another files like txt and html and like that. So it will give you an elaborate scan on these with these extensions. So it will specify these extensions in the scan, and it will look for the multiple extensions or the files that have these extensions. So if I do this, look, the scanning number is increased and it is giving me something, but these all are not accessible. Again it has given me 301. I'll just document it real fast. And where were we? So deep scan, we have done deep scan. I should put here another, like, what is it, a gobuster scan, right? Gobuster scan initial scan initial we got this. You know what should I do? I should also put these command in here, like for future purpose. Okay, So we'll just, so that like we can see what command we used to get these results. Okay, and I should also put the nmap commands here. Like I should go up way above here. Where were we? Yeah, here. Nmap initial. Should put this. Okay, copy that. Paste that here. Not here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And this one, the deep scan one. Copy that. Paste that here. After that, we just did a GoBuster scan. That was initial scan, and after that we'll do a GoBuster deep scan. We already did a GoBuster deep scan, so I'll just put it here. Deep scan. For deep scan we did what we did for deep scan. Yeah, we just added a extension option, so we can see I'll just show you results of the deep scan here. I'll put it here. Okay, so yeah, see, we found a denied.php and a login.php here. We can look for it, denied.php. Okay, so denied.php, I guess it is not accessible to us. Maybe it is accessible to us. Let's look for it. This IP, I'll just put it here, and denied.php. Yeah, it's nothing actually, it's just going for the login page. So we did a very basic enumeration on this machine, and we found out that there is a login page that is here, and we found a, I should put this like this. Yeah, it will be more good. Okay, so we found a username that was Rick rules. We can use that as a username. This says username, so we can use that as a username here, or maybe that this string that we found in robots.txt can work as password. So let's try this, and yes, it gives us a login, like it gives us access to the web page. Okay, so after that, what do we want to do? We still haven't found any ingredients. So see, we can find here, this is a web page. It is a command panel, so we can do command injection on it. Like we can put in commands and execute these commands to get some results. So let's look for these. Only the real Rick can view this page, so I guess there's nothing much here. And creatures, we can't access creatures, and like you can see, we have been denied everything. Beth clone notes, nothing is there, so we can just put commands here. So let's look for something like simple ls command. So ls command gives us this super secret ingredient assets. We already looked at the assets: clue.txt, denied php, html, login php, portal.php, we have already seen it, robots.txt, we have seen it. So clue.txt and super secret pickle ingredient.txt is the like main thing we are looking for right now. We can use cat command to like use this, look into the contents of this, what is it, text file, right? So execute. Okay, so it says command disabled to make it hard to future Pickle Rick. So let me just look, view page source. Okay, so we found something here, command disabled to make it hard for future, and there is this something this is, so it actually looks like a encrypted string. We'll just copy it, and we'll go to the crack station, maybe crack station. Yeah, crack station will do, and we can paste it over here, and just say I'm not a robot, crack hash. It says okay, it's not a hash, maybe it's a base64 string, base64 decode and encode online. We can also do this using our command line, but I feel using an online decoder is far more comfortable. So we found this. I guess this is also base64, so I'll just put it again here. Another. Look, it's getting smaller by every step. Okay, so this is very small now. I don't know, let's look for it. Okay, this is getting on my nerves now. God. Rabbit hole. Perfect. It's a rabbit hole. So a rabbit hole is like a way in a machine that is a wrong way. You should not go there. Uh, Often these machines, these boxes contain these rabbit holes to like uh, distract the students or like the person who's practicing on these machines. Okay, so I should look for what can I do? So we can use we can't use cat command, but there are also these commands like more command is something. No, I don't want that. Let's just check the working directory right now. This is the HTML directory, and who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Says www data. Can we move into any another directory? Like we'll look into home directory. Okay, we moved into this. We'll look for ls. We'll just say ls here. So we found this again. Okay, so I'll just use more. You know, there are multiple ways you can like access contents of a directory or contents of a text file. So more is not working. We can use less maybe, if less will work. Let's see. Okay, so less is working. So we found Mr. Meeseek here. So it said that that it is the third ingredient maybe. Yeah, okay, so first ingredient. Okay, so it the format here looks like mr.meeseek here, HAIR. So we can also look for it like in this answer format. This answer format matches the flag characters of the flag or the pattern of the flag, so we can also look into it to like get an understanding of if the flag is the string we found is flag or not. So fortunately this is the flag, and we are looking for the second ingredient. Okay, so we know that less command is working, and we also found a clue.txt in that directory, so we'll look into it. Clue.txt, what does it have to say? Look around the file system for the other ingredient. So it says that we should look around the file system. Okay, so how can we look around the file system? We can go like cd/home. Actually we were already in the home directory, so we don't need to go there. ls. So what should we do? Should we less or no, we can't do that. Less portal.php. if we can do that. Okay, so I did portal.php, and we find this command panel, and it says echo. It has nothing. Command portions, ls, again ls. We'll just have to look into the file system, or like we should move to the cd to the root directory to look for something here, if we can find anything. It's not showing me anything. We should like less, maybe login.php, portal login.php password. Okay, it says nothing. Let's look for some files that have some elevated privileges. Okay, we have not put anything in here for a while. So yeah, we found that third ingredient, the first flag that we found was this Mr. Misik here. We'll just put it here. Okay, after that we need to do I guess we need to do sudo l to find out like which binaries, or like right, which binaries have elevated privileges. So it is saying that that means the all users can access everything with the no password, like we don't have to give any password. So that is like a finding a treasure, maybe, I don't know. So without giving a password you can access anything with a sudo permission. So should I do sudo cd slash? Okay, so are we in the okay, maybe I can do sudo ls slash root. Yeah, okay, so we found something here, snap, and we have to put sudo after, like we just have to do sudo less, and where that was third.txt was in root slash third. Okay, so we found third ingredient that says fleep juice. So third ingredient, final ingredient, it is like this is not matching the pattern of the fleep juice. This is matching the pattern of fleep juice. We'll just put third ingredient fleep juice here, fleep juice, and it is fleep juice is the third ingredient. So we have to find the second ingredient also. I'll just put here third flag was fleep juice, FLEEB JUICE. Yeah, that's it. So fleep juice, we have fleep juice. Now let's move into that snap directory that we found. So we have to like put sudo for everything. So we already found the third ingredient, and now we want the second ingredient. So the second ingredient must be in, maybe like, let's look into sudo ls home. Okay, so apart from that Ubuntu, we also have a rick, what do we call it, user, rick user. So we were actually Ubuntu user, so we cannot look into the rick user directory because we don't have privileges for that. But actually in this system we have elevated privileges with like with no passwords. So we can just put sudo ls slash home, like where all the users are present, and in whom we find rick. So we can look into the Rick user directory, and let's see. Okay, so we found the second ingredient here, so we should like look into this. Sudo less slash home slash Rick slash second ingredients. I'm just gonna copy it and paste it over here. I'm gonna copy it also because I'm like tired right now to type these commands again and again, so it didn't show me anything. I should do it like that. Maybe it will show me something. Okay, I don't want to save this, I want to execute this. Okay, so we found another that second ingredient was a file actually, and when we looked into its contents, we found this one jerry tier. Okay, so this is the second ingredient, one jerry tier, and we'll just have to submit it, and that is it. This machine is solved with that final ingredient, and I'll just put it in the document so that I can use it for later purpose. Sudo, no, not sudo, second flag is this. I'll just write some things in this document, like what led me to these. First flag was like pretty very easy, so it was like in front of us there in the first directory that we looked into. And for second flag we looked into the, what is it called, it is called file system. So file system, I should write like this: in home directory user Rick had a text file, second ingredient, right? The command that we used to like access that thing was sudo less slash home slash Rick slash what was that after that? It was this second ingredient, right? So that gave us the one jerry tear, and after that we looked sudo, we looked for sudo l before that. I'll just check right to check elevated privileges, and we found out we don't need any passwords for any user. After that we just did what we looked into the root directory with the sudo privileges, sudo and ls root. So it had what did it had, what was there in this? So let me check. Sudo ls root, yeah, we had a third.txt file found. After that we just did sudo less slash home not in home, in root slash third.txt, and that was pretty much everything. We found the third ingredient, that was fleep juice, and that's it. that's how we solved this machine, and it was a very easy machine. So that's it for this video. I'll just terminate this machine and close my connection, and that is it. So go try this machine if you want, and if you got any suggestions for me, like how should I document, or how should I, like what should I do next, I'm open for everything. Okay, so thank you so much guys. Bye.